Hello, beauty. This is Kenna Hugh. I'm just had this idea of creating a reflection bomb. So this is gonna be short and sweet and just something to reflect on. Just to let you know, pet sitting some dogs. So if you listen to some barking, it might be Molly or Mari. Okay? I had a conversation this morning with a couple of pod sisters, and after that call, I stopped to reflect on when do we actually take the time to sit with discomfort? Because, of course, we don't like it. Nobody likes feeling uncomfortable. The thing is, it happens very often. So, how aware are you to actually notice that discomfort? Because sometimes we are so used to it that we don't notice it, that is there until there's some awareness that something happens or somebody mentions something to you that it makes you realize that it's there. You know, like sometimes you are in the room and then suddenly there's this silence, and then you notice that the refrigerator turned off, right? And it was so unconscious that it was there, or you are so used to it that you didn't even notice it. So it happens the same sometimes with sensations or with emotions, or even thoughts that are hidden very behind in the mind somewhere that we don't realize that are there. And at the same time, you might feel that there's something off. There is something off. And I came to this because while I was having the conversation, I noticed that there were some anger in me that I didn't notice, and I was feeling that discomfort. So I just stopped to reflect about it, like, where did it come from? What I was doing, what I was not doing, that I felt that anger over there. And then I thought, well, you know what? Today I have a busy day. I had a podcast interview that is coming up in the next weeks. It just was such a beautiful conversation. Then I had a coaching, with one of my clients, and I thought about postponing it even more. Even when I finally noticed that it was there, I was like, no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I was like, but no, it feels so off that if I really want my day to feel better, to flow better, I got to give space to this. So what I did is I put my mat down, a little blanket, and I decided to listen to do some of the practices of neuroepigenetic breathing that one of my colleagues offered. And it was just amazing. Just by doing that practice, I guess it was around 40 minutes of breathing and being present with my body and moving that energy inside of me, that my energy shifted. After that, my day has been great. I just, allow myself to go more with the flow, and the conversation with my client, the interview that I have, it was just so beautiful and enjoyable. And it was because I took the time to put attention in that discomfort instead of keeping my avoidance and my resistance to it. And it just shifted my whole day and my being itself, because besides doing this pet sitting, house sitting in a beautiful home, which is ocean view. So if you hear some background noise, it's actually the waves of the ocean because the door is open. And that was actually one of the things that made me prioritize this, because I got a message from a friend and he was like, "How's life in paradise?" And I was like, holy shit, like, yes, I am in paradise. Sunset is about to, set now, and the ocean and this beautiful view. And it's crazy how that discomfort that it was behind, that I didn't want to put attention, was preventing me for enjoying this beauty, enjoying this paradise itself. And we can be everywhere. We can be in the best, gorgeous, beautiful places. We can be with the most amazing people and, having gatherings and conversations and stuff. But if we feel off, if we are not, I don't know, let's say at our 80% or at our 100%, we are not going to have that experience at our fullest. And we are here to live, to experience life at our best, right? And sometimes that best, that best is 100%, but we also have to be conscious that 100%, it varies from day to day. That's one thing. And the other thing is really just feeling that offness that holds you back from experiencing life at 100%, that is your 100% today. So that's my reflection bomb for you today. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take the time to sense, to feel, to explore into that discomfort that you might be feeling. And again, what I did, it was neuroepigenetic breathing. I did some journaling afterwards. I went for a walk with the dogs. I listened to some music and move my body. That's what I did. But what does it work for you? How can you go through that discomfort for you to feel better with yourself? According to the habits that you have, according to the things that you like doing, right? Because we are unique and different, and it's about choosing what feels best for you to experience the best life possible. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be actually holding neuroepigenetic sessions in the next weeks. So I'm going to be sharing that very soon. Stay tuned, because it's such an amazing experience that you can have, that it can shift your energy in such a short period of time, that I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, because it's simply amazing. And yeah, I'll be sharing that very soon, and wishing you an exceptional week. Take care, and as always, sending you lots of love. Thank you for tuning in to Midlife Butterfly. I hope this episode empowered you in some way. Share the love by hitting follow wherever you're listening and leave a review if you feel inspired. I also love to connect with you. Come say hi on Instagram at Midlife Butterfly. I love to know you. Until next time, keep spreading those wings and live in joy, growth, and pleasure.